Okay. So Donald is a Gemini. He was the president, the 45th president of the United States of America. He was the last read about. Hello, Raven. It was about George Galloway. And this read is Donald Trump's Akashic record spread. Really, he did on 9/11. Really, what a absolute. So, Donald Trump has Leo rising. Yeah, but he's also got he's also a Gemini. he's he's an interesting fellow, that's for sure. Moon in Sagittarius, no filter. Yeah. Moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so the first card is who he was. Leo always gets the blame. Yeah, Leo always gets the blame, doesn't it? Yeah, you need to actually worry about the Libras. So who he was, who he's going to be. What's the third one? What is currently hidden about the Donalds? The fourth one is, what is his truth? Oh, God. The fifth one is how he can thrive. And the sixth one is how he can serve. Okay. Oops. Just breaking things. That's my own fault. Oh, dear me. Right. Okay. I need to sort out my cards again. All right, then. So we've already pulled them. Let's do this. So Donald Trump's Akashic Records. Big, deep breath, everyone. If you're a fan of Donald and anything comes out that's bad about Donald, I'm sorry. If you hate Donald and everything good comes out about Donald, I'm sorry. But let's have a look. Who we were. Who was he in a past life? Oh. He is the king of wands in reverse in a past life. So he was somebody who had a lot of challenges and a lot of frustrations, very frustrated himself. And I feel that potentially where we've got Donald trying to, he wants to be the winner. He's obsessed with winning. He always wants to come out on top in a sense. And I feel that is a wound that he has carried forward. So he was frustrated by a lack of success in a past life. Very frustrated by a lack of success. He was somebody who was very passionate, but almost having like this angry energy there. So that will have transmuted into, okay. And in his next life, he is going to shake up the foundations. He's going to be a non-traditionalist, which technically goes against what he's allegedly stands for in this life. So he's going to break through. He's going to try and come back as somebody who's like a contrarian, if you know what I mean. Let's have a look. What is hidden about him? The Knight of Wands. They call me Mr. Lover. What you don't know about him is he's there. I mean, fair play. He's seemingly quite virile and quite healthy and quite passionate. So a lot of the stuff, even though he'll say it from, like, I'm sure there's ego of all politicians. This is no shade to the Donald, but he is quite tuned in and quite driven. His Leo ascendant is really, yeah, Randy. He's coming back as Shaggy, yeah. They call me Mr. Bombastic. What is his truth? His truth, what he really wants, he wants to shut the doors. He does actually want to build that wall. This is part of his soul contract. There's stuff to do with that blooming wall and the building and securing of borders, whether it be property, whether it be states, whether it be countries. There's something about him wanting to protectively shut the doors. And that's part of his soul contract. I don't believe necessarily in soul contracts. Like, they make it sound like there's like some kind of like ethereal angelic HR department somewhere, which isn't the case. But he is the Two of Wands. He wants to shut the door. How he can thrive? He needs to listen to divine guidance more. He needs to come from a little bit more of a place of love. He needs to lean on his faith more, or show more of his faith to the public. That is how he could thrive. And how can he serve? He's got a lot of wands. Everything's wands until we get to like he just needs to calm down and chill. And how he can serve. I think he needs to stop he does troll. It's part of the charm of Trump is he's very good. When he was on Twitter or X now, he was very good at basically playing people on there like a fiddle. He would just type something and the whole place would be like, oh my God, talking about him. So he's I've seen him be described as a chaos magician before. I don't think he's a chaos magician, but he certainly is chaotic, and he certainly could get people to do what they wanted, but I don't necessarily think that. He's very yeah. Do you want to have a look at Joe Biden? Try not to upset half of you guys. I would do Rishi Sunak, but I think looking at George Galloway's enough for anyone tonight, in UK politics wise. Let's have a look. Hello, Iris love. You want the dude in Argentina as well? Milalio or whatever he's called. What's he called? Milali. He does look like a cross between Richard Burton and Donald Trump. Richard Burton and Donald Trump had a baby. He's an interesting guy for sure. Unique hair, I thought. Let's have a look at Biden. Let's have a look at Biden's first one, who we're going to be. What's that? What is hidden? What is our truth? How can we thrive? And how can we serve? Okay, so who is Joe Biden? Joe Biden. Five of Cups. Who he was. In reverse. Now, this man, he has got a lot of links to Ireland. And I believe that we reincarnate in family groups. The Five of Cups in reverse. It shows to me that there was a loss, some trying times. I genuinely believe that he is he has a life in Ireland around the time of the famine, which would explain some of his stances and stuff. Who he could be. The King of Cups in reverse. Who he's going to be in his next life. I think he's reincarnating as Hunter Biden. In his next life, he is going to be off the scales. Messy, very messy, completely messy. He's gonna come in and create more. He's a guy who is very driven by emotion, very driven by sentiment. And I think this is coming through from all three lives, but in his next life, he's gonna come in with either alcohol or addiction issues, and that is going to come in all his life. He is going to have problems regulating emotions, and he's going to be seen he's potentially being seen as quite shallow and emotionally volatile as well at the same time. A lot of all surface, no feeling. What is hidden? Page of Cups. Isn't it interesting? Donald Trump's all wands and Biden is all cups. There's stuff about his childhood that is hidden from us, that is hidden from him as well. And as much as he romanticizes about his childhood, there are issues there from his younger days. And I think he's having difficulty maybe remembering that. What is our truth? Here we have Jill Biden, Queen of Swords. Jill Biden is a Gemini. So she'd come out as Queen of Swords. Everyone says like Kamala Harris is in charge. I don't get that. I think he is almost kind of like this childlike energy coming in. I don't know if it's because he's got early stage dementia. Just in my experience with my dad, I really feel like he does shuffle, he does show signs. How can he thrive? 9 of Wands. He's battered, he's tired. This is a man who needs a break. How can we serve? I'm not ageist, if that's a thing. But I do believe that by the time you've hit 70, by the time you've hit 65, you've earned your retirement. You 100% have earned just to chill out and relax and do whatever you want to do. It's a high pressure job and it's a changing world. And as you get older, you know, like, it's difficult. It's really difficult. What the cards are saying, how he can serve, is basically stepping back. 9 of Pentacles. There's a definite frustration here. There's a lot of frustration here. Oh, we'll do one more Akashic Records. Who else do you want me to do? DeSantis? He's a Virgo. Do you want me just to do a general read on DeSantis? You want me to have a look at Prince Edward as well? I can do both of those things. Just a general read. Okay. And then I'll do another read on Prince Edward. You want me to do Hillary Clinton?